Westy here. Hey listen, I've had a whole heap of trouble trying to figure out how to turn the pit light off on these Carwings on a system on this is a 2006 Nissan Presage van, people mover, and basically I was at one stage there's a big green spanner that comes up when you turn the ignition on, and it comes up with the big green spanner saying pit, which is really telling you to go and get a service done. And I've taken it to workshops and Nissan and everyone, and they haven't been able to figure out how to, or no, either they can't be bothered or they haven't been able to, because it's all in Japanese, everything's in Japanese. So what I've done is I've figured out how to do it. So what you do, because it's not coming up now because I've already cleared it, but what you do is there's 6 buttons, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, plus there's 3 buttons around the outside, and then there's the center button, which is, the center button's enter. This button on the left here is going back one step, and then you've got these options here for whatever's on the screen. So what I'm going to do is to clear that pit light, what you do is you press the information button, which is the 3rd one, and that brings up the screen, and it's all in Japanese writing. And then what you do, it shows you pretty much an image of this here on the screen. So what we want to do is press this left button here, and that will take it into the information. And if you just press it once and leave it, it'll actually enter in there after a second or so anyway. So what we want to do, because you can't understand what any of this Japanese writing is, well I certainly can't, basically you hit the down button twice, and that brings up the service. I guess that means service in Japanese, I'm not too sure. So then you press the enter button, which is this one in the center, and that highlights the little yellow button there, and press enter, and that comes up with a whole lot of stuff here. Now if you see here, I've got one of them that's got a yellow dot on it, and the rest of them have no dots at all. So there's 4 options there. I don't know, I wish I could work out what these 4 things were for on the left hand side, but basically what I figured out is when the pit light was up, this yellow light was at 5,000. So I'm going to click in there by clicking on the center button, and it takes you to the next screen inside that option, and it tells you that in this case mine's set up for 500, so I'm going to down button twice, and it was actually set for 5,000 Ks. So it's set for 5,000, and you can see at the top there that scale moves up, and so I've worked out that the one in that funny shape there is 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000, and then 30,000 Ks, because I've had a bit of a muck around with it. 10,000's in line with that one there, 20,000 is in line with the 3rd one, and 30 the other one. So I'm actually going to test this over the next few weeks, so I'm just going to get it to 500, and then you actually can select the middle button, so you go up one to the middle button, and if you select that, you'll notice how the dot on the scale at the top here goes yellow, and that means that it's live, I'm guessing. So now to get out of the screen here, now you press the back button, which is this one here, this curved one on the left hand side, and it takes you back the next step, and then you can go back out again, and you can go right back out to the navigation screen. Now this button in the top, in the middle, there's 3 buttons at the top here. This one here brings up the normal information that you have when you, like, it's got your temperature and the clock and all that sort of stuff. Now trying to figure out how to turn the clock off and on, I'll cover that in my next video, because that was another drama again. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps someone out there, because I certainly couldn't find any information out there. So this is a Carwings Japanese non-translated system. It's a navigation system, but it's got all sorts of funny stuff in here that's cool. That's like outside temperature, and then you can turn your AC on and off and all that sort of stuff, your air conditioning, and then auto for your auto fan, etc, etc. Alright, so that's it. So that's Westy over and out. I hope I haven't been posting anything for a long time, but hopefully that's going to help some of you people out there that have a Japanese import, whether that's in New Zealand, which there's a lot of us over here that do have those, and nobody supports them. Nissan will not support them. I've not met, and I've taken it to workshops after workshop. 3 workshops I took it to, and nobody could figure out how to turn that pit light off, and it was just annoying. You had to press this button twice to get the pit light to come. It was a big green spanner with pit, and then a whole lot of Japanese characters underneath it, lines of it, and I was like, I don't know what that means. So yeah, so that's what it is. So I'm going to test, so in 500 kilometres I should have my pit light come up again, and I'll repost then and tell you guys whether it actually was that or not. So yeah, so hopefully that helped, and we'll catch up with you next time. Cheers, Westy over and out.